News just coming in that the Bharatiya Janata Party activists and lawyers tried to stop the motorcade of Pakistan's Prime Minister. This is news that's just coming in from Ajmer. The police had to lathi charge the protesting lawyers in Ajmer as they tried to stop the convoy. They tried to stop the cavalcade of Pakistan's Prime Minister Raja Pervez Ashraf. This is the news that's just coming in. Raja Pervez Ashraf with a 40-member team here, massive entourage, his wife, his children, Pakistani diplomats, other officials were with him as he went and visited Dargah Ajmer Sharif. On his way back, there were protests. The lawyers managed to breach the security cordon. This is what information is coming in, and they tried to stop his cavalcade. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, people on the streets, lawyers in Ajmer, and they threatened to do so yesterday. Apparently, some of them did succeed. They had to be lathi charged. We'll get to that top story in just about a moment. We are trying to reestablish our contact with Headlines Today's Maha Siddiqui, who's reporting this from Ajmer. Maha Siddiqui joins me for the latest. Maha, take it away. Maha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Gaurav.
Describe to us what happened, Maha.
Gaurav, there was a group of people from the BJP and some lawyers who tried to stop the cavalcade towards the time that the Pakistan Prime Minister was leaving the Dargah and going out. They were protesting against him having come to Ajmer in the first place, and then the police had to lathi charge them to disperse the crowd. As of now this is what we understand, that they've all been removed from that area. These were people, some of them who had even last evening come with a plea to the Dargah that the Dargah should not be welcoming Pakistan Prime Minister. So there was a sense that certain people might protest and wave black flags at the Pakistan Prime Minister while he comes towards the Dargah. So at that time this did not happen, but while he was going back is when the protesters got an opportunity to express their displeasure at him visiting the Ajmer Sharif Dargah, and the police had to open lathi charge.
Okay, do we know the numbers? How many protesters were there? How many lawyers? How many BJP workers? Have any been detained, Maha?
It was a collective group, is what we understand, of the BJP workers and the lawyers, about 15 number. Gaurav, as of now, we have not heard any report of anybody being detained. I think the whole, the police wanted to break the protest, and that's what their first step was. They, of course, need not have lathi charge. That's something that can be debated, but at that point, to disperse the crowd, they had to lathi charge some of them. The visuals were there to be seen that there was this group of people who were trying to protest while the Pakistan Prime Minister was exiting.
And these are live pictures, Maha. Stay on with me. Let's just play out these visuals for you once again of lawyers who've now been detained. Let's listen in. So lawyers now in a police vehicle, they've been detained. They tried to... Dev Ankur Vadhavan joins me for the latest from Ground Zero. Dev, what are you picking up? How many protesters detained? Who are these protesters?
Well, the group of protesters, Gaurav, primarily contained the lawyers who were out there to protest against the visit of the Pakistani Prime Minister, Mr. Pervez Ashraf. They were protesting against the visit. They were mentioning that after the beheading of the Jawans, his visit should not have been allowed, and that is why the moment the motorcade of the Pakistani Premier left, they came out in the open, and the police, in an attempt to remove them, had to resort to a mild lathi charge. They were taken away from the spot. There were around 30 to 40 protesters that had primarily the lawyers and also some BJP supporters amongst them.
Okay, and these are pictures that we are bringing to our viewers. There is a massive deployment of the police which was there in the wake of... Let's listen in to the reports that are coming in from Ground Zero. These are lawyers who are protesting at that venue. So lawyers. Mahasiddiqui, these are lawyers who are shouting slogans. Pakistan hi hi is what they're saying. Just as the Pakistani Prime Minister left, was he able to see any of this street anger on the streets of India? Whatever he may have been told in that meeting with the External Affairs Minister, the palpable anger on the streets in India on Pak-sponsored terror.
Well, he clearly got the message when the Diwan did not welcome him, and that message was made clear very much last evening itself. So his own High Commission people must have communicated the message that when he arrives at the Dargah, the Diwan will not be there to welcome him. And the reasons were very amply explained by the Diwan as well. That he does not support his visit to Ajmer Sharif, to India, when a soldier was beheaded at the LOC, an Indian soldier. So the message was amply communicated to him. The amount of barricading and the amount of security that was put in place also sent out another message that there were people who were so unhappy with his visit that they would come out and protest.
Okay.
And that's exactly what we've seen happening now.
Okay, Ambassador Dogra, perhaps this conveys more to Pakistan what the public sentiment, what mood on ground in India is.
Well, I hope Pakistan Prime Minister has also been able to see the entire scene from inside his car. But we can also expect Pakistan and its Prime Minister to react after he lands in Pakistan. So maybe this evening or tomorrow morning, we will have reaction from the other side.
Okay, more than what the External Affairs Minister told him, this conveys India's sentiments?
Which one?
The protest on the streets.
Yes, that's right.
India's sentiments to
That
Pakistan.
protest in the streets also conveys the sentiments. That previously, only when the beheading took place, we had a political leader saying 1 head for 10 head.
Yes.
Sentiments have been conveyed right from beginning. It didn't have to wait for Pakistan PM to come.
Okay.
The sentiments are always there.
Okay, we're slipping into a quick break. News and updates continue on Headlines today. We'll track developments on this big story very, very closely.